Rows are one of the most commonly performed exercises for shoulder pain. Are you doing more harm than good? Let's check it out. Shoulder impingement is one of the main causes of shoulder pain, and the reason people will often get impingement is because the shoulder blade is not rotating up and out of the way for the rotator cuff. Now, this acromion bone sits on the top of the shoulder blade, and that's what does the pinching, the impinging. So we want to make sure we're training muscles that are helping the shoulder blade move up and out of the way, and not ones that are keeping it from moving out of the way. The ones that help, mid-trapezius, lower trapezius, serratus anterior. The ones that don't and will be counterproductive, rhomboids. Let's take a look at exercises that are going to allow us to focus on the mid-trap and not target those rhomboids, which may be counterproductive. As you might suspect from the title of this video, the classic row movement with the elbows bent, pulling the shoulder blades back, has been studied, and researchers found it has a higher rhomboid to mid-trap ratio. So this is one, if you're struggling to recover from your shoulder impingement problem and you have a row in the classic sense in your program, you may want to discard that. Let's look at some other options that will target mid-trap without as much of a rhomboid contribution. Researchers looked at a few different positions for that shoulder blade retraction movement to find which gave the best muscle activity for the mid-trap while minimizing that from the rhomboids. Now, the studies have looked at the prone position for the exercise, which is where you're lying on your stomach, and then they had the elbow extended, which was more favorable compared to when the elbow was bent. But then they looked at the shoulder rotation position. The different positions were rowing with the elbow straight and the shoulder internally rotated, elbow straight and the shoulder in neutral rotation, and elbow straight and the shoulder in external rotation. What they found was that elbow straight with the shoulder externally rotated or thumb pointed up to the ceiling when you're on your stomach had the best ratio of mid-trap to rhomboid, limiting the contribution from the rhomboid, which is going to be more likely to help you with your shoulder impingement recovery. Now, if you're just looking to develop your back, doing the classic row is probably one of the best ways to do that. But if you're dealing with a slow to recover shoulder problem, you may want to look into these tips. How can you do them instead, whether you're in the gym or at home? You can work on the basic lying on your stomach exercise I already demonstrated, or if you want to do a standing version, you would stand with your arm out to the side 90 degrees and then keeping your elbow straight and the thumb rotated backwards. You can take on some resistance and squeeze that shoulder blade together, getting more contribution from the mid-trap. If you want to use a cable in the gym, you're going to need to be incredibly light with it and use some different attachments rather than the classic metal grip. So you see here I have my hand fed into the grip so that I'm not squeezing and using my forearm muscles. This way I can just get all of the focus on the shoulder blade. As important as this topic is to getting your shoulder feeling better, there are dozens of things that could be contributing. To watch a video on another one, click up here.